This is weighted opinions.
What's up, legends? It's another week, which means it's time for another episode of Weighted Opinions, the show where I put ideas on the bar and see what they actually weigh. And today, well, the topic might upset some people, it might confuse you, it might offend you. It's great, it's perfect, it's what we're trying to do here. Get you thinking, get you feeling. Okay, so today I am talking about one of the biggest myths in all of self improvement. What is it? Oh my God, what is he going to reveal? It's motivation. I know, shocking, right? But more specifically, how motivation is a lie we tell lazy people. So, stop waiting to feel like it because nobody successful does. So, before, I get a bunch of angry people slapping the keyboard in the comment section and that thing catches on fire, I'm not saying, excuse me, I'm not saying motivation doesn't exist. I'm saying it is quickly or has already become the most overused excuse in modern day society because we are this bubblegum gumdrop society of softness. So instead of saying it directly like it actually is, people don't say, man, I lack discipline. Instead, they say, oh, I'm just not motivated. Because that sounds a lot nicer and it's a lot easier to validate your own bullshit when you're kind like that to yourself, right? So let's dive in here. What is the motivation myth? Ask almost anybody why they haven't started working out, changed careers, written that book they've been talking about forever, launched that business or that side hustle they pretend to be so passionate about, fixing their nutrition. That's a huge one. Or having that difficult conversation that they've constantly nattered about on the side, but never directly addressed the source of it, right? Somewhere in the first 30 seconds of asking any of those questions to anybody, you're likely going to hear, well, I'm just going to wait until I'm motivated. Waiting? What are you waiting for? A magical fitness fairy to kick you in the ass and, drag you out of bed and into the gym and lift your arms for you and do that push up? Oh, maybe you're waiting for Morgan Freeman to do the voiceover and narrate your life, right? How about for those 80 babies like me, a Rocky montage to start playing while an eagle lands on your shoulder? America. I don't know why I'm doing that as a Canadian, whatever. Newsflash, nobody gives a shit and nobody's coming to save you. It's on you, all right? So motivation is basically an emotion. And here's the problem with that. It's a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. They come and they go, they're fleeting. Some mornings you wake up and you're hella motivated, you're fired up, today's my day, new year, new me, new Monday, new program, whatever it is, right? You wake up and you're fired up. And then other mornings you wake up looking like you lost a fight with your pillow and questioning every decision in your life that's led you to this point. So, should your future really depend on whichever version of you decides to wake up that day? Absolutely not. You're not going to get anywhere significant, if anywhere at all. You don't build a great life based on daily emotion. You build it on standards, discipline, structure, and consistency. It's a pretty hot start, right? We're going to keep pushing on to the next part of this. So I'm going to talk why motivation is like a bad friend to you. It's like that buddy who texts you, bro, I'm definitely coming tonight, and then just completely ghosts. No explanation, no apology, just literally gone. Meanwhile, discipline shows up, whether it's rain, snow, shine, whether you're in a bad mood, a good mood, you had a fight or a busy day the day before. It does not matter. Discipline clocks in while motivation calls in sick again and again and again. And the big truth here is successful people aren't more motivated. This is one of the biggest lies that society has seemed to attach themselves to. You think highly successful people wake up every day farting rainbows, hop on their unicorn, excited to tackle their day of tasks that they have ahead of them one by one by one by one, systematically just checking boxes and getting after it? Hell no. They wake up tired because they fucking got after it the day before. They were busy, they're stressed, they're distracted, exactly like everyone else. The difference is they don't negotiate with themselves or make excuses. Average people wake up and ask, like, do I really feel like it today? You know? Or high performers are the ones that go, okay, whatever, what's next? One follows feelings and the other follows commitments. Now, the internal negotiation part of this is you know exactly how it goes. The alarm goes off and your brain says, I feel like we've earned another hour. We did a couple things yesterday, you know, we're pretty tired. We need our sleep to get after the mediocre amount of stuff we're going to do today. And your logical brain will listen to whatever your feeling side of your brain says because it will justify it, because it loves hearing your own bullshit. And it's like, yeah, that sounds great to me. Let's do it. So your brain believes it, and then your workout's canceled for the 868th consecutive day. Then tomorrow, guess what? You need motivation again. And here's a crazy thought. What if instead of having that conversation with yourself every morning, you just got your ass up? No negotiation. That alarm goes off. You swing your legs off the side of the bed, plant them on the ground, and you get up and you do it. You don't negotiate brushing your teeth, do you? I hope not, because that shit's nasty. You don't negotiate showing up for work because then you lose your job and you can't pay your bills. So why is your health always the part that's up for debate or the one who gets affected by budget cuts immediately first and foremost? Good questions. Yeah, probably got that wheel spinning and you're like, fuck, this guy's making me feel some things and I don't like to do this, so I better go get drunk so I can sleep in and numb all my feeling. Yeah, whatever. People don't lack motivation, they lack identity. So this is a big thing for me and a big thing I've learned over the years. Yeah, here's what I've learned coaching people is most don't have a motivation problem. They literally have an identity problem. They still identify as, oh, I'm just someone trying to get healthy instead of I'm somebody who trains consistently. That's a big, big, big difference mentality wise. One requires motivation and the other just requires consistency. They just show up day after day. Healthy people don't wake up every morning wondering if they're going to be healthy today. They just live like healthy people. That is an identity. Let's think about it for a second. We're going to swing back. So this next section I am going to dub the Instagram lie. Social media, if you know me, yeah, not my favorite. It's absolutely butchered this conversation. Every morning you open that shit up and there's another reel saying, wake up motivated. No, wake up responsible because motivation fades before your damn breakfast is ready. Discipline survives bad days. Instagram only shows you this 30-second bullshit highlight reel that most people are lying through. It's not even the truth. They put something together and they edit it well, but it's not even the truth. And it's a 30-second flash and then it's gone. It doesn't show the boring meetings, the tired workouts, the meal prep, the repetition, or the thousands of ordinary decisions, the 90%. They're giving you this flash little window of the 10% or less. Success is incredibly boring and repetitive. That's why so few people stick with it. You want constant excitement. You want that flash of brilliance, that mind-blowing whatever, and the variety of life. That's not real life. It is consistency. It's doing the same thing day in, day out, repeatedly until you get so fucking good at it that it's just like walking. You don't think about it, you just do it. So, okay, this part. It's the lazy person's survival guide or their favorite sentence. And how many times I've heard this, it's insane. It goes a little something like, I'll start Monday. Really? Which Monday? Because you've had 312 of them, and Monday isn't magical, January isn't magical, your birthday isn't magical, New Year's isn't magical. The only magical day is today. Everything else is procrastination, dressing up for whatever occasion. And now you already are living without motivation, so this is why it's funny. You already prove motivation isn't necessary. You go to work when you don't feel like it because you have to. You pay your bills when you don't feel like it because you have to. You shovel snow when you don't feel like it. Guess the fuck why? Because you have to. You sit through meetings that could have been emails, and nobody asks, were you motivated to pay your mortgage today? No, you did it because it's your freaking responsibility. Imagine applying the same mindset to your health. What a crazy concept, Jared. No, I know. And so I'll just dive right into this compound effect that nobody talks about. One workout will not change your life. One healthy meal won't either. One early bedtime, same. It's not a miracle, but 1,000 ordinary decisions. That's transformation. That's where it happens. People overestimate what motivation can do in a frickin' day and massively underestimate what discipline can do over the course of 5 years. So the hard truth and the uncomfortable reality here is that some people spend more time watching motivational videos than actually doing anything motivational or beneficial for their life. Now, we've all watched David Goggins, who's going to carry the boats, you know? We've all watched Jocko. We've watched every fucking Rocky montage, running up the steps and done the shadow boxing ourselves. And every wake up at 4 a.m. reel and here's my morning routine. And somehow you're still waiting. You're still sitting on your ass, not doing it. And at some point, you have to stop consuming inspiration and start producing action. Pew! Another one. Oh my God, this is crazy. Let's keep it going. Now, I hope you guys are ready because I'm about to give you the secret that nobody can sell you. Are you ready? Are you sure? There is no secret. Isn't it nuts? I know. Action is what creates your motivation, not the other way around. You don't become motivated and then work out. You work out and then you become motivated to keep going because you start to see the change that you were hoping for from consistency. That motivation is something that's supposed to inspire you out of the gate, but it's your action that gets you there and starts making you feel inspiration and then motivated to keep doing the same thing. That movement creates momentum, and waiting just continues to create excuses to where you validate your bullshit, right? So let me issue you a challenge. For 1 week, stop asking, do I feel like it? Replace it with, who do I want to become? Who do I want to be? What's my identity that I'm going to consistently choose? And then all you have to do is just wake up and act like that person consistently, day after day. Not because you're motivated, because it's who you are now. So you just be. Your identity will beat that emotion every single fucking time. I know. It's insane. It's very simple in principle. But again, it's action. It's repetitive action. It's consistent action. That's what will do it for you. And that's what will cause that identity shift and a whole new paradigm opening to where you actually don't need motivated because you're just happy to continue being you and living the identity that actually fulfills you. I know. It's pretty insane. I think, we've taken you pretty far today. We've gone through some stuff. You might have to go back and listen and absorb, and don't be sensitive, I guess is the easiest way. Look at yourself from an outside perspective and listen to this and ask honestly and truthfully, are you guilty of these things and these examples that I went through? Are you not where you want to be in your life? Well, then be honest with yourself and change. I used to be a hardcore party animal, Mr. Social, worried about being popular and having everybody like me. Do you think anybody defines me like that anymore? No. You'd be hard pressed to find one person that would have a story about it or even an instance where they could tell you that I wasn't this exercise health freak in my 100% day-to-day identity all day, every day, no matter where I am. So take that with a grain of salt, but you need to start looking at it through a different lens and being honest with yourself. And with that being said, I'm just going to move into my closing shot here. So while motivation is wonderful, when it shows up, just shake its hand. Thank it for visiting, because it's like grandma dropping into town that you didn't know, okay? Enjoy it while it's there, but it's not going to be there or around forever, and you can't depend on it being your guiding light every single day. So don't build your life around a guest that isn't going to stay permanently. Build your life around discipline, around standards, around habits, because motivation will give you a little push to start the race, but discipline is what finishes it. And lazy people, they wait for motivation. You know what winners do? They become the kind of people who don't need it anymore. It's nice when it shows up, but they're going to succeed with or without it. Doesn't matter. I know. One more little bit here, and we're all wrapped up. So before I wrap up here, I just kind of want to touch on things. I've had a couple people say like, hey, I don't watch all the time because I don't want to feel called out. I don't want you to point out my insecurities or whatever. And I'm not trying to just make you feel inferior or lesser than. I'm trying to open up your eyes to the areas you're going out of your way to cut yourself short, and how you could upgrade and how you could be better and start living the life and being the person you truly want to be at your core. I'm trying to give you little secrets and shortcuts that I have learned through many years of personal training and coaching and, holistic living and life coaching and building people from the ground up. People have paid me a lot of money for this advice and these pathways and these things that I've figured out over the course of the last 15 to 20 years. So I'm just out here trying to give back to the community to help you level up and grow and build, not just shit on you. Sarcastically, I like to poke fun at people and have a laugh because life is too short, okay? You have to enjoy it, and shit is funny if you choose it to be. So lighten up a little bit, take it for what it's worth, and be honest with yourself. That's all I'm asking here, because I'm trying to help you grow and I'm trying to help you win. Because if you win from information or little tidbits I gave you, I win. Because I figured out how to run this race a little bit and then helped you not deviate or make mistakes like I did so that you can get there faster. That's the goal. That's it. Bottom line. Yeah. So as per usual, we'll give you the little outro. If this episode upset you, good. If it inspired you, even frickin' better. And now if it got your ass off the couch, that is the best case scenario, because that's my goal here. If you're thinking, you're growing, and if you're growing, you're causing change. That's what we're all about. So as always, my friends, if you could please like, comment, share, subscribe, all those good things. And I got to call somebody out, right? Every week. It's a tradition here. So let's send this to the one friend in your group who says they've been waiting until they feel motivated since the pandemic. It's been a few years. It's time. So remember, the life you want tomorrow is being built today or delayed today. You get to decide which one. That's the fun part. So until next time, my friends, stay disciplined, stay relentless, and most of all, stay glorious.
This is weighted opinions from me and my best friends. Let me have your attention for all the stuff we will mention. Spitting all truth with fun, so unclench your bum, because I'm about to take off and run.